Welcome, everybody. We're going to go ahead and get started here in just a few minutes. Brent should be logging on just momentarily. Great to have you on this webcast tonight or actually this afternoon. And I guess if you're on the West Coast, it's tonight. And you're going to be glad you're here. Just great information that Brent's going to be sharing with us. And looking forward to sharing this with you. And boy, we have people logging in from all over the place. Very exciting. The business is expanding very well. And so Brent should be on just one moment. Okay, you should be able to log on, Brent. Video should be good.
All right.
Awesome. Brent, good to have you on. And everybody, as you know, this is Brent Gove, and welcome everybody. This is a broadcast webinar, so nobody can see each other. We've got people logging in from all over the country. Brent's been a lifelong friend, and I've known him for over 30 years, and the most successful person I know, not only in real estate, but he's become very, very successful in life and business. And he is successful because he's helped a lot of people, kind of like what Zig Ziglar says, you help enough people get what they want, you get what you want. And he has lived that his whole life. And I asked him to take time out of his busy schedule to share with us this evening. And I trust him. He's very generous and willing to help us all. And you're going to be glad you attended this webcast. It could be really life-changing like it was for me. So Brent, it's all yours.
Thank you, Clark. And hello, everyone. It is wonderful to be here. And so we're going to jump right into this. I'm going to hit share my screen. And let's see if I can do that. And we'll move this over here and go here and get this started. All right. So my name is Brent Gove, as Clark said, and I have known Clark for like 35 years. When I knew Clark, I did not have to wear glasses, but my eyes gave out these last 5 years. I'm closer to 60 than I am 50, but life is good. And today I'm here. Oh, thank you, honey. My wife brought me a wonderful cup of Puerto Rican coffee. Life is good. So basically today I'm here to talk to you about EXP. A little bit about me before I kind of go into the model and what all the hubbub about and what everyone is so excited about, why we're the fastest growing real estate company in the history of the world. We shattered the records. We didn't break them. RE/MAX was a huge forerunner. We shattered their records like times two, like lapped them. Same thing with Keller Williams, shattered the record, lapped them. And of course, really EXP is comprised of people who used to be at RE/MAX, used to be at Keller Williams, big stars, including myself. We've all come to EXP, and there are many that are still at RE/MAX and Keller Williams that haven't come, but they're coming. So there were 1,200 of us, I think, 5 years ago, and now there's 82,000 headed to 500,000. It's just unbelievable, the growth. But real quick, before I get into the model, just tell you a little bit about me. I've been in real estate, 26 years now. This might be year 27 for me. I started when I was 30. I'll be 57 here coming up. So I've been at this a little while, sold over 5,000 homes with my showing agents, with my listing specialists. I am not a broker. I'm just an agent. Just an agent with showing specialists and listing agent specialists because I couldn't handle all the volume of leads. And spent 13 years at RE/MAX, really liked it there, super happy. A lot of, all I could say is I liked it. Then I went to Keller Williams in 2009 and I loved it. Of course, RE/MAX told me it was a big mistake. Keller Williams would destroy my career. They're a rookie company. They have all this training and education because all they do is hire new agents and their production per agent is terrible. And, if you were brand new, but come on. And so they pretty much told me Keller Williams would destroy my career. I found it was just the opposite. Like I said, I liked RE/MAX, nothing but good things to say, but it was like no comparison when you compared the two companies. And I didn't think there was a difference until I'd been at both. And it's truly night and day. It was times 10. It was a big deal. And so I stayed at Keller Williams for 9 years. I was planning on staying there for 30 years. I was going to retire when I was 70, not because I needed to work till I was 70, but because I love real estate. I love people. And if you love what you do, it's not even work. It's just fun. And so that's when EXP found me about 5 years ago. And I was in a corner office. I built my office up to 500 agents. And then just doing life. Everything's great, happy as could be, which is a miracle why I'm at EXP, because I was not looking for EXP. And I found EXP and wow, talk about life changing. Remember how I said Keller Williams was like a factor of 10 for me, just talking for me. It was 10 times more amazing. It was just, Remax was great, but Keller Williams was incredible. It was life changing. Well, EXP was times 100. It's a multiple of 100. And so you got to check out the model. So let's get into the model. Every once in a while, that special human being comes along, that Steve Jobs, that Bill Gates, that Elon Musk, that Richard Branson, that Henry Ford, that special person, Jeffrey Bezos, who creates Amazon, and they transcend the marketplace. And that in the world of real estate was Glenn Sanford. For over 100 years, Coldwell Banker made the model. It was a franchise model. Century 21 copied it, Remax copied it, Keller Williams copied it, Sotheby's, Berkshire Hathaway. Back to Keller Williams, they just copied it with education emphasis, education, culture, which was brilliant. And it worked. I mean, Keller Williams became the largest real estate company in the world. So brilliant, but it's still a franchise model. Well, Glenn Sanford empowered every single agent and broker associate with EXP with ownership. So it's agent owned, broker owned. We own EXP with the founder, and the results have been staggering. It's like renting versus owning. I rented at Remax. I rented at Keller Williams. Now I'm an owner, and it turned into millions and millions of dollars worth of equity, not counting the revenue share piece. So what he created was this cloud-based brokerage that you take Netflix and Blockbuster, Netflix, cloud-based, Blockbuster, brick and mortar, go get your movie, go back home, Netflix, point and click, download from the cloud, watch your movie, ready to go. More choices, never out of the movie you want, ever. And did it work? Yeah, they bankrupted a $6 billion company in 5 years. I mean, they were the 800-pound gorilla. They put everyone else out of business, Blockbuster, and then they were put out of business within 5 years because of technology. Amazon did the same thing to retail. They say over 7,000 major retail chains have folded, shut down. Everybody orders from Amazon. They're the largest employer in the world. EXP is taking these principles of Netflix and Amazon and putting them into real estate. And we are completely, it's just competition, it's the future. 8-track cassette tapes were good until cassette tapes were made, until CDs were made, then DVDs, and now it's digital downloads from iTunes and Pandora and YouTube, and the whole world's going technology. I mean, look at the taxi cab industry. Yellow cab, been around 100 years since the Great Depression. Well, they just filed for bankruptcy because of Uber and Lyft. What are those things? Cloud-based companies. Digital downloads, point and click, you got your cab, they pull up, pick you up, and you're gone. It's not a cab, it's a stranger. But I didn't think that would work, by the way. Who wants to get in a stranger's car? But people do it. It's become very accepted. So EXP is using the same technology to disrupt real estate. Everybody's kind of shrunk over the past 5 years, and we've exploded. I don't know what the multiplication, well, it's 82 times, right? 1,200 to 82,000. 82 times. Everybody else is actually treading water, which is 0 times, not even 1 time. And we're 82 times. I think, well, yeah, if you went from 1 to 82 agents, that's 82 times. But from 1,200 and you grow that to 82,000 on your way to 500,000, it's a big deal. So Tony Robbins even noticed what's happening in the cloud-based sector. Look at Hilton, been around 100 years, worth 18 billion. Airbnb, been around 10 years. Now this slide's like 3 years old, but it makes the point. Worth $31 billion, and they don't even own real estate. They don't even own any brick and mortar, any real estate. Hilton owns real estate, 18 billion. Airbnb owns the air. It's not a B&B, it's Airbnb, cloud-based, using technology, 31 billion. By the way, in the last 3 years, Airbnb went over 100 billion. They're just wiping the table with everybody. They're just mopping the mat. They're just eating up at EXPs just like this. So what's EXP? It's a cloud campus environment. There's no desk fees. You can work from anywhere, cuts the overhead of brick and mortar. There's no expensive leases, which means the company can't invest in agent support if there's expensive leases. But since we don't have them, we invest in the agent, in the broker, in their production, in their education. And we have, 20 to 30 classes a day. I remember I was so proud of my Keller Williams. We had 1 or 2 or 3 classes a day. At EXP, we have 20 to 30 classes a day. commercial real estate, residential estate, buyers, sellers, how to build a $100 million sales team, how to sell your first $10 million worth of real estate, mastering leader generation, business planning, dominating your market with social media, luxury real estate, on and on and on, 20 to 30 classes a day, every single day. They've taken the concept of collaboration and education and 10x'd it. They may have 100x'd it. And do the agents love it? 82,000 just came to us with another 400,000 coming. It's a complete onslaught. It's a revolution. It's actually a movement. And that's what Netflix was. That's what Uber was. That's what Zoom was, DoorDash, Amazon, Travelocity. Do you go to your travel agent anymore? Do you go to a record store? Do you do digital downloads or listen to Pandora or YouTube? Come on, this is what's happening. So EXP does have a corporate membership with Regis. So all of our agents get a Regis card. There's 3,000 locations worldwide: New York, Paris, France, Italy, Spain, Australia, throughout the United States. I mean, I know in Sacramento, there are, I believe, 10 Regises, 8 to 10 of them. There are 200 or 300 people work at each one. You can get coffee, you can get deli sandwiches. They have Starbucks in them half the time. There's this global, it's like collaboration, and people from stockbrokers to financial planners to bookkeepers to software engineers, they're all in there working. And each EXP agent can work from here. And basically, this is what they look like. They're glass, they're modern. There's conference room tables. You open up your laptop, you can meet with clients, but it's like workplace. It basically, I think in San Francisco, San Jose, there's 48 of these. In LA, Southern California, I'm from California, there's like 140. In Southern California, they're everywhere. So you have a professional office somewhere you can go meet with clients. And then we provide technology. We provide what's called KV Core. It's a database and lead generation platform. I remember my first month, I got over 100 leads the first month. I was already selling a lot of real estate. I'm like, turn it off. It's too much. But for those of you like, I could use 100 leads. You're going to get a KV Core website. You could do KV Core 101, 102, 103 in the cloud and self-market the website. Or you could do, I did, you hand them your credit card and you sign up. It's $250 a month. And I got 100 leads my first month and did nothing. Like I didn't take KV Core 101, 102. It's like, here's a lead. Tom and Sally want to sell their home in XYZ city. It's 3,500 square feet on half an acre. Could you come tell us what it's worth? Oh, sure. That's a great lead. And that was the exact lead, except it was on 10 acres that I got my very first month, along with a bunch of other leads. So would you like leads? KV Core, a database that keep track of your leads, keep track of your leads, KV Core. I mean, wow, what a powerful system. Well, I already have Commissions Inc. or I already have whatever you have. Keep using it. You don't have, if you have nothing, use this. You can go to KV Core on your own. It's $600 a month. And you have to sign a 1-year contract. At EXP, every agent gets one. It's not watered down. It's the same website everyone else pays $600 a month for. Huge value. And then we do live training. I told you, we have 20 to 30 classes a day. Literally, that's how much it's grown, more here than what you're seeing. And we do live classes. Like this was in Sacramento, California. The largest real estate gatherings are EXP. They're no longer Century 21, Coldwell Banker, Remax, Keller Williams. We do this every single month, and we have 4, 5, 6, 700 people show up every month. You know, a lot of these offices, they'll get 20 people showing up, 10 people showing up, 5 people showing up, maybe 50. We're getting like 500, 600, 700. So we are the fastest growing thing in Sacramento, California, the capital of California, and the fastest growing real estate company in California. And we're leading the nation. It's unbelievable. So these are all EXP agents and brokers. And this is an actual lead generation, master lead generation class. And then we have equity opportunities. There's 5 ways to acquire our stock. We're a publicly traded company. We used to be a penny stock and we were not publicly traded. Now we're on the NASDAQ and we became a $1 billion company. And so when you sell your first home and close escrow, you get stock. When you cap is 16,000 a year. That's it. Once you pay in 16, you go to 100% split. And so when you cap, you get stock. When you refer an agent and they close their first sale, you get stock. When you cap and do 20 additional sales, you get $16,000 worth of stock. That's this middle one at the brown stripe, the Icon Agent Award, $16,000 worth of stock. I tell you what, the only awards I ever got from Remax and Keller Williams were plaques and trophies and ribbons and a payday bar. Everything was worth $20 or $30. I'd rather have $16,000 worth of stock. Now, they told me, yeah, but that stock will be worth less in 2-3 years. You watch. Well, my stock's now worth about $400,000. The $16,000 appreciated really nicely. And then you could actually sign up to purchase 5% of every closing. You could buy stock at a 10% discount. So if it goes up 10% a year, you're actually making 20%. If it goes up 15%, you're making 25%. So most every agent I know signs up for the agent equity program. You can develop equity, slowly kind of squirrel away money for your retirement, for your future. And then we have revenue sharing. This to me is why I came. Everything I told you before this, I'm like, okay, that's great. Lots of training and education, database, lead generation, stock awards. You can work from these regises, meet your clients. It's all great. But none of it moved me. This blew my mind. This is why I left a company I loved. I did not like Keller Williams. I loved Keller Williams. I was a team leader. I recruited hundreds of people to Keller Williams. I believed in the company, and it's still a great company if you want to sell real estate the rest of your life. But if you want to retire, if you want to actually have equity, you could retire. Like, well, why would I want to retire? Well, why do you want to work? Wouldn't you rather be with your family? Because when you're working, you're not with your family. And so I'd rather be with my family. I got 8 kids and a wife. And so I did this while I was selling real estate, and it changed my life. So here's how it works. Because you're an owner, we share revenues with you. I'll give you an example. When I referred somebody to Remax, they said, thank you. And I referred over 100 people to Remax in my 13 years and got probably 10, 15, 20 thank yous and no money. If you refer one person to EXP and they cap, you're going to get up to $2,800. Why do I say that? Well, they may only sell 2 or 3 homes a year. So you may end up getting like half, $1,400. It takes on average about 6 sales to cap these days in America. So if they sell 3 homes, that's half a cap. You get half of the $2,800. You get $1,400. That's why it's up to $2,800. They have to actually cap, which means they're probably selling on average of 6 homes. That's kind of on a national average. Now, if you're in San Francisco, San Jose, or New York, you might sell 1 or 2 homes and they're going to cap. So you get $2,800 after they sell 1 or 2 homes. Sacramento, it's more like 6. You're going to cap. But in other places like Ohio and Oklahoma, where home prices are really low, it might be 10 or 12 homes to cap. So it depends upon where people live to cap. But when they cap, you get $2,800. If they do a quarter cap, then you get $700. They do a half cap, you get $1,400. 3/4 of cap, $2,100, and a full cap, $2,800. Now, someone says, well, could I refer more than one person? Because I told 10 people about my last company and they got rid of my technology fee. I go, what was the technology fee? They go, it was $100 a month, but I had to refer 10 people. I did that, and I no longer had to pay my technology fee of $100 a month. I'm going, okay, well, here, if you refer 10 people and they were to sell an average of 6 homes, you'd be making 10 times 2,800, which is 28,000. So you literally traded the cow for magic beans, like Jack and the Beanstalk. The agent's the value. Now, okay, fine. He got $100 a month taken off his bill. No tech fee, saved $1,200 a year. At EXP, get 28,000, but 28,000 is not that much money. I agree. It's actually not. But if those agents stay next year, EXP pays you again. Oh, if they so I get 28,000 the second year for that same group. Yeah. So I get $56,000 for telling 10 agents how great it's correct. But if they say 3rd year, you get it again, and the 4th year, and the 5th year, and the 6th year, and the 7th year. If they stay, and I've been here 5 years, and the agents I told are still here, and I get paid year after year after year after year after year. I referred them 5 years ago, but every year I get 2,800, and I referred 40 something my first year. Well, if you tell 10, it's 28,000. I did over 40. So every year I earn $100,000 of revenue share just for the agents I referred 5 years ago. The problem is they will begin to tell people. Anyone they tell is your tier 2 or level 2. And every agent there, you get 3,200. You actually make more money if you help your agents share with other agents. If you help them succeed, you actually make more money. You get 3,200 an agent. Now, the way you unlock tier 2 is you have to refer 5 people. If you refer 10, it unlocks tier 3, 15, 20, 25. It grows in increments of 5. And you unlock tier after tier after tier after tier of what's called cascading revenue share. So if, say, for example, and by the way, if you get to 40, and I did that in my first 10 months, you unlock the 7th tier and you get 4,000 agent unlimited. So let's talk about what would happen if you just got paid on 2 tiers. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. So if you told 10 agents and they each received $2,800 these are producing agents. The national average, an agent sells 6 homes a year. These are very average agents. We refer 10 average agents, you're going to get 10 times 2,800 or 28,000. Now let's say, I'm going to give you a 5-year example. I actually did this in 6 months. Does not have to take 5 years. It may take you 10 years. It may take you 3 years. It may take you 7 years. I did it in 6 months. So the 10 agents I told, each told 10 within 6 months. And that gives you 100 agents on tier 2. But let's say your agents are slower than the agents I told. They tell an agent every 6 months or 2 agents a year. And in 5 years, they tell 10. So if they tell 2 agents a year over a 5-year period, they'll have each told 10. So let's say they go slow. You have 100 people on tier 2. Now remember, tier 2 is 3,200 an agent. So 100 times 32 is 320,000 plus your 28. That's 348,000 a year. I was 51 years old when I saw this. I wasn't even making 100,000 a year for my investments. Yes, I had stock. Yes, I had real estate, but it wasn't even paying me 100,000 a year income. They were assets, but assets don't kick off income. Some do. A dividend paying stock. You buy an asset and multifamily and the payments X and the rents X and the difference is this, but don't forget all the repairs, all the people who didn't pay rent, the lawsuits, it can beat into that, be honest. And so 348,000 a pure profit. Wow. And that's with telling 10. I told 40, which is why my second year I made $1.3 million in revenue share, 1.3. Now here's the cool thing. About a year and a half ago, our founder kicked in the 50-50 initiative. And the way this works is we're taking 50% of all the income, all the revenue that comes to EXP and giving it to the agents. The company's going to survive on 50%. The agents get 50%. So here's how this works. Let's say the agents get 54% of the revenue. Then we're going to take 4% away from the agent's revenue to balance it to a 50-50 initiative where the agents get 50, the company gets 50. Let's say the next month, the company ends up with 56% of the revenue. Then we're going to take what you received and add 6% to it. In other words, you will make more than all of these numbers. So there's a chance you can make a little less and there's a chance you can make more. But I'm going to show you the new revenue share plus system. He decided to give you 50% of all the profits from all ancillary services. What does that mean? Well, we now have 82,000 agents who purchase and get Success Magazine. They get Success Coaching. They get Success Lending. 50% of all the profits from these ancillary companies, a lending company, a coaching company. By the way, MAPS Coaching from Keller Williams got up to $100 million a year in profits. That's pretty good. Then COVID hit and it all blew apart. But here's the deal. Everyone's finding ways to redo it. Lending world, there's 4 times the money in lending. Success Lending, backed by Kind Mortgage. Again, 50% of all profits. This is huge. I've been in real estate 20-something years. I never made money from coaching, from title, from insurance, from home warranty, from moving services, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. At EXP, we all benefit from those things. It's like we own every one of these ancillary companies together with Glenn Sanford right there on the front of Success Magazine. And then, of course, Tony Robbins' son, Jarek Robbins, is the president of Success Coaching. And so he is leading the whole coaching program at EXP. It's amazing. Check that out. In fact, if you're curious about Success Coaching, you can grab your phone right now and pick that up like you do a menu at a restaurant, and then you'll get the website for Success, or at the bottom there, it's success.com/coaching. You can learn more about that, how to take your business to the next level. And then Success Lending, again, 50% of all profits. There's 4 times the money in lending that there is in real estate. And again, I got another code there that you could get, or just go to successlending.com. There's the president of the company, Sean Patricus. Talk to him. He's an amazing guy. If you're curious about that, you can refer your lender. All kinds of great things happen. Home warranty. Again, 50% of all profits. Silverline title and escrow. Again, 50% of all profits back into revenue share, enhancing your revenue share. And everyone in the whole company gets it. Whether you use it or not, you're going to get paid. It's when you use title and they pay you, it's a RESPA violation. You use them 7 times, they pay you 7 times. You do 7 mortgages, you get paid. Everybody earns from mortgage from the profits, not per transaction, which is why it's not a RESPA violation. And from title, from the profits on the EXP side, they're just sharing back with agents because we're owners. It's not, and they don't have to use title or mortgage to earn this. You're an owner, you're entitled to 50% of the profits from Success Mortgage and title. They add it to the revenue share. Okay, it's pretty cool. And then Clearwater Healthcare. We have thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of agents using myagenthealth.com through Clearwater. It is phenomenal. I was spending $4,000 a month for my family on healthcare. We did not have vision or dental. Now I spend $2,000 a month, and it includes vision and dental. And I could go to any doctor, any hospital, anywhere in the world at any time. It's better insurance. And I had outstanding insurance. I literally saved $24,000 a year with Clearwater Healthcare through EXP. It's pretty cool. And then finally, we're going global. We're in 21 locations. When I got here, it was like the United States and Canada. Now we're in 21 foreign countries. We've added 19 foreign countries. We're in 21 countries. So we've added 19 since I joined 5 years ago. And it says currently at 19, we're now at 21. So it's pretty cool. This is a great, if I could grab your cell phone and take a picture of this screen. This is a summary sheet. It's a very helpful sheet for you that you should make note of. But, you know, I was at Remax and Keller Williams for, 22 years. And I paid desk fees, I paid royalty fees, and I paid franchise fees to both companies. They're franchises. You could be at Sotheby's, Coldwell Banker, Century 21, or Berkshire Hathaway, franchises. Realty One, franchise. HomeSmart, franchise. They're all franchises. Next Home, franchise, and you're paying franchise fees. I finally, for the first time in decades, I no longer pay desk fees, royalty fees, or franchise fees. We're cloud-based. I'd save that money. It goes to my kids. It could go to your kids. What's the commission? It's an 80-20 split. When you cap, you go to 100%. A lot of like, well, I'm on a 90-10 and you work for a franchise. Yeah. What about the 6% fee to Coldwell or Berkshire or Sotheby's or Christie's or Keller Williams? Oh yeah. So you're not on a 90-10, you're on a 84-16, but yeah, that's 4% better than EXP. Look, that's an 80-20. Yeah. What's your cap? Oh, we don't have a cap, or our cap's 25,000 or 27,000, or our cap's 16. And when you cap, you get off the 80-20, you go to 100%. A lot of our agents cap in the first 3, 4, 5, 6 sales, maybe some other areas where the home price is lower, 7, 8, 9 sales. But if they do that in 6 months, the last 6 months of the year, they're at 100%. Every time they earn a check, $8,000 check, $14,000 check, $18,000 check, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 check. They keep everything but a $25 broker review fee over here on the right and a $40 E&O fee. It's pretty cool. And when you're at 100%, the company does take out a $250 transaction fee. This only happens once you're at 100%. When you're on 80-20, there is no $250 transaction fee. It's just when you're at 100, and that only happens 20 times. And then they do away with that. They actually cap the $250 transaction fee and drop it down to $75 per sale. Now, if you're one of these big teams that sells 175 homes a year or more and has at least 10 agents or more and does 40 million or more, your transaction fee is $75 per sale. End of story. There is no $250 for you guys, because some people sell 400 or 500 homes a year, or 14 or 1,500 homes a year. We're not going to charge you $250 times 700 homes, or $250 times 400. It's $75 a transaction. You get the rest, but you're not liable. EXP is liable. To mitigate liability for $75, you should take that deal and run all day, every day. By the way, the startup fee is $149. If you're in Canada, it's $199. Our cloud-based brokerage fee is $85 a month. You get SkySlope, you get KV Core, you get Breakthrough Broker, you get a Regis membership for $50 a month. And then for $35 a month, you get access to the cloud. You get an avatar, access to 20 to 30 educational classes a day, It's incredible. So the 50 for the tech fee, the 35 for the cloud university fee, added together, that's your $85 a month fee. That's what it comprises. You get a lead generating website, a database, a place to work, an office, Regis, Breakthrough Broker, which is marketing thousands of ready to go door postcards, door hangers, whatever you could think of, beautiful marketing. Just drop your picture in, your website, your email, and your phone number. You are ready to go. Skyslope, education, all that for 85 bucks a month, well worth it. And then $25 broker review on each sale. So kind of a minimal fee, $40 per sale, but capped at 500 a year. So you only pay 40 per sale for 12 and a half sales. So if you do sell 60 homes a year or 160 homes a year, you're only paying 40 on the first 12 and a half sales. Then it goes away. Again, we cap the 80-20. We cap what we bring into the company. We cap the 250s at 20 of them. Then it drops to 75. We cap the 40. We're constantly capping and removing fees to maximize your profit. It's pretty cool. And then let's see. Become a shareholder. If you've seen enough, go to join.exprealty.com and apply. And whoever invited you to see this today, that's your sponsor. For me, it was a woman out of Dallas, Texas. I didn't even know her. She says, hey, I want to get your opinion on EXP. I'm like, this is brilliant. And I literally, after watching what you just saw, she said, are you serious? Oh, yeah. She says, do you want to do due diligence? I said, yes. She says, okay, I want you to apply. That will not move you to EXP. We're not going to call Keller Williams, but you need to apply and you're going to get an IC, an independent contractors agreement that goes over all the stock, all the revenue sharing, any costs and fees. It's legal. It's in black and white. It's not a PowerPoint like you just saw. It's the fine print. I want you to read the ICA, independent contractors agreement from EXP to you, and don't sign it and send it back until you're ready, and even if you do sign it, digitally send it back until you tangibly and physically move your license from whatever brokerage you're at to EXP. EXP cannot move your license, nor do we call your broker. It's the last thing we're going to do is call your broker. But if you're serious about doing due diligence, get back with the person who brought you here and say, hey, help me apply. And go to join.exprealty.com and apply. And again, whoever invited you here is their sponsor. It is not me. Please do not put my name down. I did not invite you onto this. It may or may not be Clark Broom. So be very careful who you put down as your sponsor. I put Sheila down. She told me about it. She's so grateful. She's getting paid for me for the past 5 years. And it's worth every penny to me. I mean, EXP pays her. I don't even pay her. And I'm glad she's getting that because I wouldn't known about EXP if it wasn't for Sheila. So that's who your sponsor is. There's our company the day about 2 years ago when we went on the NASDAQ. It became a publicly traded company. And there's our president, founder, board of directors. There's everybody. And it was a very exciting day. We're up there with PayPal, Amazon, Starbucks, Apple, PepsiCo, Comcast, you name it. And we got to hit the closing button right here and stop the worldwide financial markets from selling and trading. We stopped Apple, we stopped Google, we stopped Netflix, we stopped them all, Microsoft, you name it. We're shut down. It's an honor they give somebody new on the NASDAQ. There's only 50 companies a year going on. There's millions of companies worldwide. Only 50 a year make it onto the NASDAQ. Look out. It was a very exciting day for our company. Of course, we want to become $1 billion company. So there they are. So, I want to say that. So we are done. So Clark, I'm going to give it back to you. Thank you for having me today. Hopefully this was informative, enlightening, and hopefully inspiring. I look forward to meeting you someday. And Clark, you're an amazing leader. Thank you for having me on.
Hey, thank you, Brent. Really do appreciate it. And here's what we recommend to do from here. The person that invited you onto this webcast today, please reconnect with them. If they don't call you immediately, you call them. And here's what we recommend. Set up a short Zoom or coffee with a senior partner, somebody like Brent or myself or somebody who can really give some more insight into EXP and what it can do for you. Then grab a cup of coffee and watch the model explained again. Now all you have to do is go to www.themodelexplained.com and just be in the curiosity mode. Really do your due diligence. And then what we recommend is acquire and attend one of our events. So there's an event going on here locally on the 21st on luxury real estate at Granite Bay Golf Club. Make sure you connect with the person who's sharing this with you to get that information. And then also there's a major event that includes Tony Robbins and that's going to be in August. It's called Build 22 in Dallas, Texas. We can get you all the information on that. That would be life-changing. So let me ask some questions. What is the most important thing to you as an agent? What would you like to improve and make better? Would it make sense if we could team up with you, because we're a team, and show you how to work the same effort and time just by adding a few things and do things differently, and help you reposition your cash flow for over the next 24 to 36 months? You can replace your entire transaction income with referral income. And that, let me ask you this, if you don't change what you're doing, where are you going to be in 5 years? You know, I grew up in a real estate family, owned a real estate franchise in Northern California, but I discovered after owning that company, it really owned me. And at that point, EXP was not available to me. I pursued some other businesses. I came back to EXP because of what they offer and the long-term results and the what we call the long game. So it's been a pleasure sharing with you, and have a great evening. But make sure that you connect right after this call with the person inviting you onto this webcast and take the next step. And, you know, Brent, myself, and the other team members, including Don Peach, who's my business partner, we're here to help you. And it's been great to be sharing with you. Have a great evening and great rest of the week. Oh, make sure you connect with somebody in the next couple of days while it's still fresh. Get all your questions answered, debrief, and take the next step. Great to be with you. See you soon.
Bye, everybody.